What's up, everyone? Now, for this video, this could be my top 5 worst horror movies of all time. And next video I'm going to do will be my top 5 best horror movies of all time. So, yeah, first off, I'm going to say my honorable mentions. Now, my first honorable mention is Freddy's Dead: The Final Nightmare. This is kind of a dog shit movie. That movie ain't really good at all. And the next honorable mention is the Nightmare on Elm Street remake, one of the worst remakes possible. Like, why did they make Freddy a child molester in this film? They could have made him, like, Freddy was a child murderer, not a child rapist, you know. He was a child murderer. And I don't know why they changed his character in this film. So, yeah, so those are my honorable mentions. Now I'm gonna say my top 5 worst horror movies of all time. Now, coming up at number 5 is Rings. The opening scenes start off kind of strong, and then the whole movie started becoming boring and bland, and I did not enjoy this film. Coming in at my number 4 is Rob Zombie's Halloween 2. Now, Rob Zombie's Halloween 2 was kind of a disappointment when I saw it in the theaters a long time. This is my first Halloween movie that I've seen in the theaters. And the opening scenes start off kind of strong also, kind of like what Rings did, you know. Start off kind of strong. And, you know, it was kind of, you know, creepy at the first few minutes of the movie. Was scary and sinister. I loved it. The beginning, the first few minutes. And then the rest of the movie started getting worse and worse and worse. So, yeah. My number 4. Sorry, my number 4. Coming up, my number 3 is Jeepers Creepers 3. Now, back when it first came out, I thought it was decent. You know, I thought it was pretty cool. But when I watched it the second time, I said, no, no. What the hell was I saying? This film was horrible. When the second time I watched it. And this film was god-awful. This film is just not good. Not good. I can talk. Coming at my number 2 is Seed of Chucky. Now, you know, as Chucky fans, of course you're gonna hate freaking Seed of Chucky, because Chucky's supposed to be scary, not funny as hell. He's supposed to be scary, and besides, the jokes didn't even land good in Seed of Chucky. The jokes didn't land good at all in Seed of Chucky, and the kills wasn't even that great in the movie, and the way the opening scenes come rolling down the freaking screen like that, right in front of everyone's faces when they're watching the fucking movie. And then on top of that, you got Glenn and Glenn, you know, first off, the way Bride of Chucky ended, it left you open like, oh my god, can't wait for the next movie, right? But they fucked that up. Going into Seed of Chucky. Now, Seed of Chucky, Glenn and Glenda, what the fuck was that? You know, one of the worst characters. They could have made this character good, but this character is one of the worst characters ever. And then on top of that, you got him doing martial arts on Chucky, which is fucking stupid. And you didn't really like none of the characters in this film. You really didn't. All of them are freaking forgettable. Like Redman, forgettable. Every character in Seed of Chucky was forgettable. It's like 1, 2, especially 1, 2, and 3. You know, the third one was kind of rushed, but I liked it miles better than Seed of Chucky. And then you got Bride of Chucky, which is way better than Seed of Chucky. Like, what the fuck was Seed of Chucky? That movie was freaking horrible. One of the worst horror movies I've ever seen. Now, coming in at my number 1, speaking of the worst horror film, or the worst films I've ever seen, period, would be The Bye-Bye Man. The Bye-Bye Man. Fuck this movie. This movie is the worst excuse for a fucking horror film. Like, literally. There's nothing good about it. This movie was so bad. It was so bad it's embarrassing to fucking watch. The Bye-Bye Man. Really? The fucking Bye-Bye Man. oh, that's scary. The Bye-Bye Man. Like, what the fuck? And the story is kind of forgettable in this film. Y'all might be asking me, why do you have some movies that you hate? Because I'm a movie collector. I'm a movie collector. You know? And besides, they're, like, you can't like everything, you know? And this is one of them films that's worst excuse for a horror film. And you know, this was a PG-13 horror film. But I've seen PG-13 horror films that did miles better than this fucking piece of shit movie. Like Happy Death Day and Happy Death Day 2. You know, both of them movies were PG-13, are PG-13, and those are good. And you have Insidious 1, 2, 3, and 4, which is, I enjoy all those. And those are PG-13. Those are done well. But you got a movie like fucking Bye-Bye Man that's fucking horrible. It's a shit-stained movie. Like, I hadn't even watched it again since it came out. Really. This film is fucking horrible. So yeah, this is my top 5 worst horror films. So yeah, I hope everybody enjoyed this video, and I guess I'm out. Next video I might do, it would probably be a top 5 best horror films. So yeah, I guess if this video, hope y'all enjoyed it, and I guess I'm out. Peace.